Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Limitless, and as you can see by the title, we are on the road to an unobtainable. Now, this is going to be filled with trades, and this is also going to be filled with 1v1 wagers. Now, in this episode, part 1, it's just trades, but in other episodes, you may be getting some wager matches as well. We are going to be running the same 5,000 carat giveaway that we've been running in the last two videos, so if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We post all kinds of trade videos and other videos, and all you got to do to enter as well, like I said, is just subscribe, comment on the video what your favorite weapon is, which is super easy, and then like the video. That's it. Now, I would say for this episode, for part 1, it started off really well, and then my frustration and me being in a rush caused a somewhat bad trade at the end of this video, which you guys will see. And you know, take it easy on me in the comments, guys. I'm aware that this last trade wasn't the greatest that you'll see in the end of this video, but like I said, you know, frustration got the best of me. Kind of happened, but we'll get to that when we get to it. But so right now, as you can see, we got the Shatter, we got the USTTV, we got the Angelic Wings, and the Soul Fang Knife for a Rainbow Sniper, which should be a relatively fair trade considering I value the Rainbow Sniper at 125 or 130. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been gunning for. I've been really looking for the rainbows because I know they're going to go up in value in season 4. At least that's what I believe, and I know the spec die should, and same with Vanta. So, you know, I've been trying to pretty much get my hands on those if I can, and I've also been trying to uptrade as I can. But yeah, you could probably tell from, like I said, when we were just talking about a second ago, that I am slightly frustrated, like I said, by the outcome of today. Like I said, I feel like I started off really good, was making good profit today, and then it just, I was in a rush. You should never trade if you're in a rush. That's a big thing. I also get somewhat triggered at this guy because I thought he was trying to cancel the trade, which he clearly didn't. He did accept the trade here in a second, but I was like, bro, you're lame, dude, because I thought he was literally gonna cancel that when I was pretty much giving him what he wanted there. But so there you go. We get the Rainbow Sniper, which was, I think this was a pretty fair trade, a pretty nice trade, honestly. You know, pretty much an up trade, honestly. That's all it really was. But I count those as good trades most times. We got another free item here, but there's a little bit more to it, which we'll get to. But we get a free item in the end, which is cool. As you can see, I didn't ask for this. He asked me if I was making a video, and I think I told him, or I don't even know if I told him I was making a video. I'm not sure, but yeah. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I told him. So yeah, the reason I put this in was just from the free item, and then I think he did want to offer for the Observer and the Shatter Core, which I do not want Observer. That thing really is pretty low demand, I feel like, right now, and it's just, the price fluctuates on that thing way too much, man. Some days I hear it's 125, other days I hear it's 130, then it's 150. Like, I just don't even want to deal with that, honestly. So I've been staying away from that, you know, that skin quite often. But in the end, we did get some free legendaries, which was cool. You know, I figured to put them in there. It is Stoinks at the end of the day, even if it's only a little bit of Stoinks, you know. So we'll throw that bad boy in there. But let's see what the next trade is here. Okay, so this trade I think was a bit of a longer trade. But we'll get into this one. Yeah, this one was a longer trade though. So basically, this guy is looking for the spec. And, you know, he's putting up, man, he's putting up a solid, you know, I'm sure, I didn't do the exact calculations right now, but I think I did at the time. And I think it was close to 218 or 220. It was something like that. It was close. I did actually, I think, say something in the Discord server, too, about it. So I think I, you know, said something about that. I always usually advise, or I usually go to trade servers and talk to people that have knowledge about stuff, about trading, you know, more knowledge to get some, you know, multiple opinions. And a lot of people were saying, take it. They were saying, hell yeah, man, let's go for this. So I was like, you know what? I'm like, let's do it, man. I feel like this is pretty much Stoinks. As you can see, I'm really checking. I'm like, yeah, let me make sure. But, you know, I think it is Stoinks, honestly. I mean, I think spec goes for like 210, 220. So if you're getting that, I think you're in good shape. Even if the items are sort of a down trade, Rainbow Sniper is pretty nice. Like I said before, you know, going for those rainbow weapons. So to me, I was just like, you know, gotta do it, you know. But yeah, man. And there you go. We just got a follow, a Twitch follow, because I actually record with the same program that I stream with. So sometimes I get follows randomly during the day. It's weird. I don't know. When I'm recording videos, it's not planned. It just happens, you know. But yeah, man, pretty cool stuff. Like I said, just trying to finalize this trade. I just want to put the whole process in because I felt like, you know, this is technically a pretty big trade. So I was like, let's put the whole thing in just so you guys get the whole, you know, the whole process of me double checking and other things like that in the comments. And then I decide, you know, after a bunch of people were like, yeah, dude, it's good. I thought it was good. And I'm like, sure, let's do it. The only reason I didn't really want to do this either, and the reason why this trade took so long, is because I really didn't want to get rid of my spec. Now, here's where the mistake I made came in. I didn't really want to get rid of my spec, and I did. And now, I'm not saying that trade wasn't good, because I think it was pretty good, pretty fair, or a little bit above. But because of that, because I lost my spec, I got kind of impatient and wanted another one, or a Vanta. Now, in this next clip, you'll actually see my impatience kind of, you'll start to see it come in this clip. Basically, you know, the guy's offering Vanta, and I'm really pushing the boundaries here, trying to get this Vanta. Now, I think when I originally offered him, I actually offered him, I would say, a relatively fair trade actually for it. But then I don't know if I put it in or not. I actually can't remember. I don't know if I have the footage, but I like really started to try to push and you know, get the Vanta for like definitely overpriced basically. And luckily for me, I guess, the guy actually disconnected from the game by accident, I think, in the middle. Otherwise, he was probably going to accept an extremely overpriced trade from me, which would have been bad for me in end, because again, I was getting impatient at this point, which was bad. But it was, yeah. Definitely don't rush yourself, guys. That's my tip to you guys. Do not rush yourself when trading. Do not get impatient, because if you do, you'll make mistakes like I did today. Overall, I don't think today was that bad of a loss or anything like that, really. I think I maybe lost 20k, if any. Like I might have lost 20k on the last trade. Like I said, we'll get to it, but you guys can let me know how much you think I lost in the last trade, but we'll talk about that. We're almost there now. But this trade, like I said, like this was fair. I think this was pretty fair, but I started really overpricing after this point. I just don't think I have the footage after this, because I thought he wasn't gonna do the trade. But yeah, rough day for me, boys, with the trading. But I just want to show you the progress. Okay, so here we go. I'm trying to get the spec now. I value the spec at, like, let's just say I value the spec at like 220, right? Maybe 230 max, right? Now at this point, I got impatient, and I'm like 2 snipers for the spec, which I value the rainbow snipers at like 120 a pop, if not 125. So if you think about it, I'm technically, in my own value, I'm technically overpaying 20,000. If I value them both at 120 and I value the spec at 120, or I'm sorry, if I value them both at 120 and then I value the spec at 220, I'm overpaying 20,000. So kind of a mistake there on my part. You guys can let me know. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. There'll be more parts coming out soon, and hopefully we get to the unobtainable. Peace.